One. What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I have another retro deck profile for you guys. And well, it's Dinosaur again, but this one is Dinosaur for the year of 2018. So 2018's dinosaurs definitely are going to have some interesting additions to it. And funny enough, the reasons these are going to be these editions are is because this is right after the first full year of Link Monsters, and oh boy, was the first year of Link Monsters something. So I'm going to focus on towards the end of 2018, where we got a whole plethora of some really good boss ass um, Link monsters. And trust and believe, these Link monsters are definitely going to be doing some shit. Now, some of these, if this is more OCG based, then my apologies because I don't remember exactly when these cards were released in TCG. So I'm just going to go based off of what I know in terms of the knowledge of the things that I already have. So, yeah, 2018 dinosaurs. And trust me, 2018 dinosaurs definitely started to spark some words because there's a lot of new cards that came out during 2018 to help out dinosaur. And if you guys remember on my channel, I definitely got a large portion of some of those dinosaurs when I possibly can, and had to rush to get me a structure deck too. So with that said, let's get into it. So starting off is 3 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Then that is followed by Overtech Quill Atlas. Then 3 copies of Soul Eating Overraptor. Then I have 2 copies of the adorable, and trust me, I'm going to pronounce this card's name so incorrectly, but this is Adamandor Archeosaurus. Yeah, Artemandor Archeosaurus. 2 copies of Petite Pterodon with 2 copies of BB Ceratosaurus. 1 copy of Giant Rex. 1 copy of the limited Missile 1 copy of Dino Wrestler Pancreatops. And with 3 copies of True King's Aguni Magzu, the Vanisher, and 3 copies of everybody's must-have staple in the main deck, Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Sorry, hold on, wait. Let's just scoot everybody over just a bit so you can have that all in one frame. Alright, and always ignore the glare, because of glare. Alright, then we're going to go into our spells. We have 3 copies of the Double Evolution Pill. That's followed up by 3 copies of Fossil Dig. Then 3 copies of the field spell Lost World with 1 copy of Gigantic Diagram, 1 copy of Terraforming, 1 copy of Set Rotation, 1 copy of Foolish Burial. And that is it for the spells. Then for the trap cards are 3 copies of Infinity Impermeance, making its grand debut that year. Alright, now that is all of the main deck cards. Now we're going to go into the extra. Give me 1 second because I want to organize this completely. Alright, now we're going to go into the extra deck. And I have, of course, 1 copy of Evil Sorlogia, 1 copy of Evil Sordolka, and 1 copy of True Kings of All Calamities, and 1 copy of Babushka, the Terribly Tired Tape Eater. Now going on from that, we have Synchro Monsters in the form of Mental Metal Marshall, Barrel Load Savage Dragon, and Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. For the Link Monsters, we have 1 copy of Kriston Halquified Rex, 1 copy of Nightmare Cerberus, 1 copy of Nightmare Phoenix, 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn, 1 copy of Summon Sorceress, and 1 copy of... Oh, I am missing 2 cards. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot, my deck has 2 other cards that needs to be included, and one of those is Appaloosa, the Bow of the Goddess, and the other one's going to split right here, and that is a copy of Abyss Dweller. Because editing. Get there. Alright, there you go. So that is 15 cards in the extra, while we have 15 cards in the extra, 40 cards in the main. Alright, let's go through this. So starting off, of course, is the deck's boss monster. That is Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. By banishing 2 dinosaurs from your grave, you're able to special summon this card. Once a turn, you can destroy 1 monster on your field and in your hand to then flip all face-up attack position monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense position. Then from there, you're able to, during the battle phase, attack each of your opponent's monsters once each. Then, if you do, any defense position monster that you attack, your opponent loses 1,000 life points for it. What a powerhouse that you have off of such a monster that was basically an upgrade from the original Black Tyranno, in which this monster can attack multiple things. This monster has the ability to, you know, deal damage for swinging at monsters, being able to clear out a board full of monsters, then being able to flip monsters face down, which that itself is just even more of a great addition. So there's so many different attachments to this monster that just makes it as powerful as it is. Moving on from the 3 copies of this is now the newly added Overtech Quit Atlas. So Overtech Quit Atlas is a level 7 dark attribute dinosaur monster who has multiple abilities. It can be normal summon or set, but it must be special summon from your hand by shuffling 5 banished dinosaur monsters back into your main deck. Then once a turn, when your opponent would activate a spell or trap effect, you can destroy 1 dinosaur monster from your hand or on your field to then as a quick effect. Destroy 1 dinosaur. Yeah. When a spell or trap your opponent activates, you can destroy 1 dinosaur monster from your hand or face up on your field, and if you do, negate the activation. And if you do, destroy that card. If this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, then you can add 1 evolution pill spell from your deck to your hand. Yeah, this card definitely made sure that it fixed one of the bigger issues that dinosaurs had, which was trying to search for the evolution pills, because there was no way to search for the evolution pills. You had to either draw into them or have cards to help support draw into them. And Overtech Quit Atlas definitely helped out with searching for your evolution pills. The next monster up is Soul Eating Oviraptor, which helped you fill up your graveyard with dinosaurs or added them to your hand. Then, what was it? Then you were able to destroy a level 4 or lower dinosaur monster on your side of the field to such summon a dinosaur monster from your graveyard in defense position. So that allows you to bring out even more monsters onto the board while also being able to destroy a lot of your own, which triggered a lot of their abilities. And if you did play a lot of cards to survive things like, I know it sounds a little gimmicky, but 1 for 1, discard a card, then play a level 1 monster. I don't think there's really too many level 1s until you get to Adamansaur, who I'll talk about very shortly. But it's one of those options of things. You have a lot of other potential cards you can easily get, or you can mess around with in terms of your little dinosaurs. Speaking of little dinosaurs, we have the first one up, and that is Archaeosaurus. So Archaeosaurus, on its own more special, can destroy 1 dinosaur monster in your hand or field to then be able to special summon a winged, to either do the search for to special summon a beast, winged beast, no, a reptile, sea serpent, or winged beast monster with the same original level as the one you destroyed. Or you're able to grab an evolution pill. Now, that last effect of destroying a monster, now the setup to destroy a monster to go get a beast, reptile, or sea serpent simply was just for viability of things that you could easily do with dinosaur at that time. Because dinosaur was trying to find because dinosaur was one of the decks that had multiple ways of finding multiple negations, and if I'm not mistaken, this was one of the ways to go help get what's that monster? Oh, Berry Statue of the Stormwind. Because it was a wind attribute, a winged beast monster, you were able to go get it. And then I believe Union Carrier was also out. So there was like some dragon plays as well to try to get that Buster Dragon monster out and equip it to a monster and to be able to stop stuff like that. Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Spam of negation was definitely real. Petite Pterodon and Baby Ceratosaurus, actually, funny enough, are a good target for Archaeosaurus because you can destroy them and then be able to use their abilities to go special summon more dinosaurs. Where Petite Pterodon will special summon level 4 or higher, the Baby Ceratosaurus will special summon level 4 or lower, which just hands out all the things that you needed for the deck itself. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, being able to do all that off of destroying your own monsters is definitely why a lot of cards have to be changed or hit for dinosaurs, which technically was only one because it was a massive protection. But Giant Rex, easy to summon off its ability that when it's banished, it comes back onto the board. And for every dinosaur banished, this monster gains an additional 200 attack. While it can't attack your opponent directly, that's perfectly fine because this can just be a big ass beat stick that can beat over things. Newly limited was the Ceratosaurus, and it's simply because of its ability to protect all of your dinosaur monsters from being affected by your opponent's card effects till the end of the turn. Mind you, this can be something you can do on either player's turn. So because of that that versatility that you had, multiple ways of putting it into your hand, yeah, this card had to be limited for a good period of time. Same to where this monster, Dino Wrestler Pancreatops. Did you ever want a Cyber Dragon but want it in the form of a dinosaur? That's pretty much what this monster is. A Cyber Dragon S monster that was similar to dinosaur type monster similar to Cyber Dragon, because everyone gets to have those. Now with Dino Wrestler Pancreatops, it's a 2600 attacker that can beat over some bodies. The other ability is that it contributes itself to then destroy a card on the field, and that can be very useful in cases where. Oh, by the way, this is a quick effect, so you can easily use this ability to then pop itself to then pop something your opponent controls. I believe it's just pop a dinosaur, right? No, you can pop, quick effect, you can contribute a Dino Wrestler monster to then target a card your opponent controls and destroys it. So, yeah, interruption with ease. Next up is a Iguni Magzus, the Vanisher from the True Kings. If you pop 2 fire monsters, you can able to pop a card on the field, and its ability to special summon itself. Sadly enough, the ability to special summon a Draco Slayer is kind of non-existent, as well. Unfortunately, for most of us, True King's Lithogram got forbidden. And that was simply because there were multiple ways to not only search out for that card, but just to get that card to the field as soon as possible. So then it can be able to take out cards from your opponent's graveyard. The last but not least is our hand trap of choice, and that is the lovely Ash Blossom in Joyous Spring, because who doesn't love a bit of chaos from a hand trap? 2017 onward, hell, I didn't want to. Yeah, 2017 onward, the more the Ghost Girl started to come out, the more chaotic the game got to be, to where you didn't honestly had to have a Ghost Girl played in your deck, and then being able to have some type of card to counter said Ghost Girl. And 9 out of 10, it was probably another Ghost Girl, because it was Ash Boss. It was so your hand traps lineups were like this. Karibo was our first hand trap. Effect Veiler came, then Maxi, then we were running through the various of Ghost Girls, and then even the side frames. Because your Ghost Girls were all the rage of hand trap S monsters you can play around with to do stuff from your hand. You had Ghost Ogre, Snow Rabbit, Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs, Ghost Reaper and Moonlit, Ghost Reaper and Cherry Blossoms, Ghost Bella in the Haunted Mansion, and Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Show. So, yeah. Alright, that is it for all the monsters in the main deck. Let's go on to the spells. We have the Double Evolution Pill, of course, to help get to our dinosaur monsters as soon as possible, especially our boss monster, because that, easy access to your boss monster. Why not? And the fact that it ignores summoning conditions, so you can even go for Overtech Quill Atlas if you wanted to bring that monster onto the field and have not only a giant body that can do some negation, but a giant body that can also help, set up for things and clear out the board. So, moving on from that spell, because hold on, I gotta make sure everything else is organized. Alright. From there, we then have, of course, our field spell. No, we have Toss a Dig to search for our dinosaurs. And then we have our field spell, Lost World, to create these tokens that we can easily beat up on. Our opponent's cards can't. Every card has to target the token, and I mean it was just basically token generating to help pop tokens so that other cards can be protected. Not to mention if you were running normal monsters or running a normal variant of dinosaur, you can then go and I believe what is it? You can go get cards from it. You can protect those monsters by destroying your own dinosaurs in your hand. Same thing with another field spell known as the Dragonic Diagram, which you can destroy cards in your hand or on your field. So you can go get your True King cards, and then that'll help you set up for your True King cards, and then protecting your True King cards. Terraforming to search for your field spells of choice. Set rotation to really screw up with your opponent because that's when decks with field spells really start to flourish. I want to say between 2018 onward, and then really start messing with them. Then we have Foolish Burial to help us send Core Atlas to the grave, so that way you can play around with Core Atlas, and have Core Atlas' ability go off. And then, last but not least, is our trapper choice, which is Infinity Impermanence, which did become a major staple for people who just didn't want to run Effect Veiler. You can still run Effect Veiler and just take it out if you want to, but then you'll just be majority to hang up on the spells. Mind you, at the time, we were getting ready to have to go deal with, Endymion, who was going to be making his return to the card game. So, yeah. Yeah. Alright, we've been through our spells and traps. Why don't we go ahead and we go through our extra deck. So the extra deck itself, now it may be correct, may be incorrect, but it's simply just because of the fact I have to remember a lot of this stuff off the top of my head. Now, the main pieces that I can tell you are this. Evil Sardulka and Evil Sarlagia. Great with dinosaur decks. Dinosaurs are material. Get a Solemn Judgment, or you get a Divine Wrath. Awesome. You have the True King's Calamity before it got forbidden. That can basically just help you deal with a lot of monster effects and shut down some things. Abyss Dweller to deal with the graveyard. Babuska to stall out. We did have Harpie Firebreaks in the extra deck, so if you wanted to start Synchro Summoning, you have access to your Mental Metal Marshal. You have your Barrel Load Savage Dragon making his first appearance on my channel. And with Barrel Load Savage Dragon, it requires one tuner plus one or more non-tuners. And then you can equip a Link monster to this monster, and it gives it the ability to Omni Negate, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a minute since I had to care about Barrel Load Savage Dragon, but yeah. For this card with Synchro Summon, you can equip one Link monster from your graveyard to this card, and if you do, place barrel counters on this card equal to the Link rating of the Link monster. This card gains attack equal to half of the attack of that equipped monster. And when your monster activates a card, when an opponent activates a card effect, a card or a quick effect, you can remove one barrel counter from this card to negate the activation of the card and destroy it, which you can only use this effect of Barrel Load Savage Dragon once per turn. So yeah, Omni Negate on top of a level 8 that can take any Link monster in your graveyard and equip it to itself. There were a lot of combos in which you can bring out this monster and survive that. One of the big ones we're going to show you in just a minute, because Trishula is going to make Trishula's appearance once again as a way to just another big synchro. And then Harpie Firebreaks. Now, I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head when Harpie Firebreaks originally came to the TCG. I know it was in the OCG as Kriston Needle Fiber. But basically, this guy brings out tuners and tuner synchro monsters. And you can easily take advantage of that to link climb into other monsters. We do have the Nightmare package of Phoenix, Unicorn, and Cerberus. Cerberus to discard a card to destroy a monster. Hold on, let's move this over. Then we have Nightmare Phoenix to discard a card to destroy a spell or trap. Unicorn to bounce a card back. Summon Sorceress to try to get another monster onto the field. that shares the same name as another, because that way you're going to link into either Shirayuja Skull Dread or Appaloosa the Bow of the Goddess, which were two amazing Link monsters that came out around that time. More so Appaloosa because of Appaloosa's ability to Omni Negate and just deplete its attack points based on the because it's attack based on the number of monsters for its Link summon times 800. So if you can get enough monsters, you can go into Appaloosa and you'll be able to do multiple Omni Negates. Yeah, isn't this grand? But yeah, that's basically it for this deck profile. And that's basically it for Dinosaur. It's been a fun trip playing with these guys and just exploring everything for a retro deck profile to feature Dinosaur. I'm very excited and also very tired. So with that said, I do thank you guys so much for watching the content. I will have this deck profile and the other one from 2017 up on the channel as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoy these videos as well. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps me out tremendously. Hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content to the channel. My social media links are in the description box below. Until next time, HGJ signing out.